Domination!
Let's go!
Hell yeah. Welcome into Sleeper Sunday on a Victory Sunday.
Oh, boy, would I like to still be sleeping.
Same. We were presented by Sleeper for Sleeper Sunday.
Obviously.
Sign up with the code Buffs, BUFFS, and get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Yes, it is early, guys. We are still in the East time zone, so we are doing Sleeper Sunday at 8:30 back home.
Yeah. How do you East Coasters do it?
Honestly.
It feels like the world is still asleep. It feels like nothing matters in the first 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, yeah, now we can go.
It did make me like put my sleep schedule into perspective and realize like how late I actually wake up out here.
Oh, I know. Also, again, going East Coast shows me that Mountain Time is like king for especially
Goated.
NFL Sundays.
Goated time zone, goated sports time zone, goated just weekend time zone for sleeping in.
Yeah, I will say that.
We'll be back soon though. Okay, Sleeper Sunday. Recap the drill again. We're going to talk about the game a bit. We're going to ask RG what it's like to just shoot photos and videos of this team every week.
It's pretty dope.
It is pretty dope. And then we will talk a little bit NFL, college football, and then review our trip to Orlando. We'll just do this because it was the headline first. Where will the Buffs be ranked after destroying UCF?
Just diving right in.
48-21. Okay, going into the rankings here. We were doing this before the show. K-State beat Oklahoma State.
That helped them.
Yes, Oklahoma State is ranked 20th. Illinois lost. They are 19. They lost to Penn State.
Okay.
Utah did lose last night to Arizona.
Okay.
They are number 10, though, so they're up there. Just going through the top from 20 to 25, Boise State, I don't know what happened to them, actually.
I think they won.
Okay, so it goes Boise State at 25, A&M 24, Kansas State 23, BYU 22, OU 21. OU had a big win, too. Where do you think they'll be ranked?
Man, I would be kind of surprised if they got higher than 23. Mm-hmm. If I had to guess, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're at like 26 this week. Like they kind of avoid the top 25 again, mainly because, like we were saying, a lot of the teams kind of like lost to other like teams ahead of them and stuff. So Oklahoma State could drop out.
Yep.
Again, a 48-point performance against UCF.
On the road.
You know, this was right after everyone's fresh about, you know, the Baylor victory and, you know, Colorado State was a pretty big win nationally. So I think they could be picking up some steam. I just don't know. I'm not going to guess the other, you know, how they rank them because when I do that, I'm wrong. So, I don't expect much higher than 23, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are ranked.
I kind of hope they aren't ranked.
Right.
Keep them fired up.
Neely was saying that last night, right?
Game. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's coming. If you keep playing the way you're playing, a ranking is coming. But yeah, I think, a week of disrespect before that game, that would be good. 2 weeks.
On the others receiving votes side of things, Indiana, I think, had a big win. UNLV had a win. Wazoo, I don't know what happened, and same with BC. Nebraska and Northern Illinois were just dropped out. Nebraska, I think, won again, so they could go up. But, yeah, I think around, if anything, they're like 23 to 25.
Yeah.
They make the fringe top 25. And what if they make it like 25, and then they're on bye next week, and they just drop them out?
Oh, dude. Do it. Please. That's exactly what the team would use. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
And completely in the realm of possibility.
Yes. We will see, though. Rankings do come out today. I think we'll be done with this show and on our way to going back home, though, when they come out.
Okay. I'm excited to land then.
On the game, I mean, I watched the highlights last night. And
was it as good as you remember?
It was. Honestly, the thing I'm most impressed
Wasn't
about.
a fluke 48-point performance.
Yeah, complete fluke. This team tackles really well.
Yeah.
They had some big
You're
tackles
right about that.
in the open field. Like the play where, I can't remember who it was, but it's basically what Omarion did last week, where the guy gets hit. He's not all the way down, and he gets up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's Cam who chases the guy down. Like plays like that. Carter had a few shoestring tackles. Mm-hmm. Cam also had another shoestring tackle on a guy that he could have scored from like 40 yards out, I think. So That's what stood out to me. What stood out to you, though?
Oh, man. It was one of those games where you, like, probably you were doing it last night, and you're watching it again, and you go, oh, yeah, that guy had a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he had a good game, too. Like, It really wasn't, like, just all three phases. It seemed like every single player, like, I don't know if I could name one person that was like, damn, he got, like, had a bad game. And maybe that's just because I was watching through a lens. But it was such a satisfying win. And you really don't have many of those, especially in, like, a college football season. And like I was trying to think of the last time like it was that much of a sure thing that CU just from honestly almost the start was just going to win that game. And I think it was the Nebraska game of last year.
Right.
CSU this year, because they just dominated, it just didn't seem like a dominating performance in terms of points wise.
Yeah.
But this one, it was just like, that was so fun to watch. Everyone got some, dude, right? It was like, I was telling you on the sideline, I was like, oh man, the only thing, you know what this game is missing is a Travis interception, and Travis intercepts it. And so I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's clean it up. And, and then Cam got the fumble. It was just a really good, no doubt win, which I think is great for CU.
Yeah, it was awesome. The tackling was impressive. Nikhai Hill-Greene is just an absolute monster.
Oh, I know.
He had a hit on KJ Jefferson that knocked him on his ass.
Which is impressive, dude. Standing next to KJ on the field, I'm like, oh, that's going to be a bastard to tackle.
Yeah.
But he got him.
He's a handful, man. But yeah, very impressive win. Again, Cam is just crazy, man. That guy is so underrated, nationally at least. I think it's time for him to get some love because the Senior Bowl last week, the Senior Bowl put out like Shedeur was the offensive player of the week or something, right? And then I think it was David Talks Buffs actually. It was like he tagged Jim Nagy in the tweet, who's the director of the Senior Bowl, and he said, "Where are you at on Cam Silman, Craig?" And that kind of blew up, and Jim didn't give away tip his hand and stuff, but he was like, "We watch everything, and the Senior Bowl watches everything."
All right.
Cam should be there.
I think you're right.
Travis, I can't stop thinking about how incredible that guy is, dude.
It's just like I can't even think of like an NFL player that maybe Calvin Johnson, where it's like literally whatever you do defensively, he's going to get his. And even yesterday, I still cannot believe people are even looking to his side of the field. I really can't believe that KJ threw that pass yesterday.
Well, and they tried to get him, too. They sent
late.
3 routes at him.
I know. It was so late. The throw was so slow. And I was like, I really cannot believe that they actually threw that.
Yep.
And so, again, he's just becoming a mythical, a football player
really
at
is.
this college level. It's literally we've talked about this, but like I shoot Nikola Jokic,
right?
And I know what it was like seeing it in like 2017, 2018, going, oh, this dude's it.
Yeah,
and that's what I see in Travis because it's every single time. It's just like, okay, he's gonna get a touchdown, he's gonna get an interception, he's gonna have that one massive tackle, and it's just it's just so incredible to watch him as just an athlete, a human being, and what he can do physically with his body. Like the interception wasn't easy yesterday. Like you have to break on it so fast, and he dove in front of it was just again like you just gotta appreciate it, man.
I can't remember who said it yesterday on the show, but someone was like, even Travis kind of like broke late on the ball, and he was like, okay, I guess I'll pick it.
I don't think Travis even was like, why would you throw this? I think he was like, you're going to throw this one? All right. I guess I got to go do this.
The streak is over, though, the 100-yard streak.
Trash. No Heisman. He's out.
We talked about that last night, too, but I was just watching SportsCenter last night. Like, they had Coach Prime after the game. And he obviously didn't know, but he probably, if he would have known.
He wanted it. He said it in the post game. But again, it was like it felt like a dominant performance. I know it wasn't 100 yards, but it was like the touchdown early, which kind of,
how he wasn't,
went the Buffs going.
RK tweeted out how he wasn't touched on that play.
I know.
The guy's on his back. He catches the ball, and then the safety just like goes right by him, and he walks in there standing.
And then didn't he have one on the side? Didn't Shedeur throw one on the sideline near the end of the half?
Oh, my God, yes. So Shedeur does his thing where he's like backing up in the pocket, and the tackles, the ends are collapsing on him, and he rolls out to his left.
Yeah.
And just up in the press box, obviously, because I could see the whole field, I saw Travis breaking free, and I was just, he's got Travis. Yeah. He lays it up for Travis, and, like, Travis comes back to the ball, too, because the corner is, like, sinking and realizes, there's a guy back here. And then Travis still attacks the football, goes forward. His heel, I think, lands on the end line. But if he wasn't grabbed by the face mask, I think he could have scored.
He was so close.
Yeah.
That was almost the Heisman moment.
For real. That would have been an insane play. I feel like Shedeur is almost becoming like Travis at this point, where it was like he's so good we're kind of used to it, and we just stopped talking about it. But Shedeur was great last night.
It was so in the second quarter. It was such a funny thought to have. Like, I was seeing Shedeur cut him up, and I was like, he's going to throw for 500 yards again.
Yeah,
it's like half 1,000 yards. Is like, he's probably going to do that.
Yep. We talked about those DBs coming into the week, and Shedeur made quick work of them.
Yes. Diced them up.
Okay, let's take our first break, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it all. Shout out to our friends at Sleeper. You guys know what it is. You probably have lineups to set right now. If you want to get some picks in before the games, maybe win a little extra cash, you can do all that on Sleeper, the best fantasy app out there. And I don't say that lightly, because seriously, the depth and customization of this app is a fantasy football player/commissioner's dream. If you're on another platform, you can import your league history into Sleeper. They got so many options, and Sleeper picks. We'll get to ours, I guess, on the last segment. But yeah, you can go win some cash over there on Sleeper. They're the best, though. It's they're just worlds ahead of every other fantasy app out there. So if you think you have what it takes, download Sleeper today. Again, sign up with the promo code BUFFS when you open a new account, BUFFS. Get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Shout out Sleeper. And then also shout out to... Oh, no. Sorry. We're shouting out Breck Brew, the homies back home. I might take a nap first, but the second thing I'll do when I'll get home is find some Breck Brews, crack it open, enjoy this NFL Sunday slate.
Yeah. The juice drop.
What's your favorite Breck Brew? I don't know if I've asked you this.
That's a great question. It is seasonal, if I can be honest.
Okay.
I am a fun slinger in the summer outdoors guy, and then Avalanche Amber from October to March.
I'm an all-season Mountain Beach sour guy.
Okay.
That beer is elite. Breck Brew has a bunch of elite beers, though. You can find a Breck Brew near you using the beer locator at www.breckbrew.com. What's it like watching this team through a camera lens every weekend?
If I can stay awake, no, it's seriously so wild. And what makes it wild is knowing, like, so the great thing about, like, especially coming up in, like, Denver and Colorado and knowing the teams and knowing the histories, it's really fun to know, like, okay, the national guys don't know that, like, local fans love that dude.
Right.
And so when I'm doing it for the CU Buffs, like, especially like watching your show and watching all the interactions with the interviews that we do when we upload, and I'm like, okay, people like that guy, people love this guy. And so it's like so fun to just try and capture everything. And it's also so fun to be like, yo, I can show them everything and they're not going to get bored. Cause it's like, I try and like think of like what the viewers are watching when I'm watching. And so I know that, the CU Buffs fans are just like, no, give us everything you've got. And that's always great. But it's hard for me because I'm old, and so it's like, these are a bunch of like, kids, right? Like,
you're
it's
not
so
old, bro.
As a 33-year-old, like, you know, these athletes are getting younger and younger in my eyes,
right?
But it is just so wild to think that, especially the college that I grew up watching as a kid in Colorado. It's like, that's where the two best players in the country might be playing right now. Travis Hunter for sure.
Yes.
And then again, the best quarterback in the country, I think. Yep. Most big time throws. I think he's gonna be an NFL starter next year.
Yep.
And Shedeur Sanders, and it's just so wild to think that, especially you, dude. You started when it was not this.
Bro.
You were on the Buffs beat when it was in the basement.
Yeah.
So it was just so weird if we went back and told, first year Jake where this team would be at right now in terms of talent, rankings, coaching. It would just be unbelievable. So it's just so cool, one, to know that the entire college football world is watching them when they're playing. And that we kind of were here to see the glow up.
Yeah,
it's just been so fun.
For sure. I don't think I would have. I might have slapped you if you told me in 2022, "Hey man, the best player in the country is going to play here."
Right.
And also the best quarterback in the country. There'll be 2 Heisman candidates. Yeah. You'll have Coach Prime Sanders as your head coach, and every weekend is just a movie.
Yeah. Oh, and do you like RVs?
I love them. I love RVs. Shout out to the Buffs, baby. Yeah, we'll get to Promotico. What's it like when you get that shot? Tell me about because last week you had an incredible shot, the one of Travis forcing the fumble.
Yeah.
And then this weekend you might get the picture that defines his college football legacy.
Yeah, so it's 2 different things, man. Last week it was just you hope to be in an area where the play either comes to you or it's at least in clear view.
Right.
And that was one of those things. But I thought I was getting the Baylor player scoring.
Uh-huh.
Right? I thought he was going to dive over and score. And so it was just and then you go back and when he fumbled, I was I got to go back, see if I got and I did, and that was great. But yesterday's picture, the Heisman pose, it was slow motion. Okay, right? So I can't believe they threw at Travis. He picks it off. And then he starts running towards the end zone. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm taking pictures, and I literally, there's probably not a television angle, but I'm okay. I'm standing up, and he starts running. I'm all right, get low, right? I want the angle, and so I got down on that, and then I thought he was going to do a dance because that's what Travis does.
Right.
And so he kind of went slow, and then he did that, and then he went. I was it was amazing. It was just so great to be yes. Finally, great spot.
He pointed at the photog zone. Was you guys ready?
He's get ready. I was okay. I'm let's see what Kaisenat told him to do this
right.
week, right? But no. And then he hit that because the other thing is that Travis is so, and I know this is going to seem weird for the older crowd, but he is humble.
Yeah,
he's
100%.
I know he's on Twitch and he's all that, and he threw up the Heisman pose, but he is Heisman or humble, and that's why I was kind of surprised that he did it. Because I was I don't know if he would even ever much like Jokic, who's if I win MVP, cool. But I think Travis is the same. He's if I win, that's awesome. But I'm just here to play ball, man.
Definitely,
and that's what it is. So when he did it, I was that was cool, especially after an interception and his touchdown. It's just man, how many? You just gonna do this every week?
He does everything, bro.
It's so wild.
I mean, that is true. I mean, Travis is he's super down to earth, I think. He does just love the simple things in life. I really think he could do without all the fame and stuff, but he does a great job acting that up.
Right.
Mad Travis is just because I think that's why he did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Angry Travis is...
That's when the real competitor comes out.
It might be a different level, bro.
His bland warm-up T-shirt was great.
It was awesome. How do you get in position to get these shots? What's your thought process? This is the spot where I'm gonna be. Because you just happen to be there all the time. It's insane.
It really is. It's luck. Most of the time, I have plenty of pictures where they're on the other side, and it's not great, but it's just kind of knowing how the game's going. And I always want either the defense or offense. If they pick it off, I want them coming at me, and if they're scoring a touchdown, I want them coming at me.
Yeah.
So that's easy right there, and that's again how Travis, and especially with college players, and they go to their sideline.
Right.
They don't usually celebrate in the other team's sideline. If Travis picked it over there, I think he's running back to the sideline, and maybe he doesn't even do the pose.
Right.
But since it was there, they're usually just running right up and down, and you get a lot of good reaction shots there. But mainly you just got to feel it out, man. You just got to kind of know when you should, get down to an end zone or just stay even perpendicular to them when they're going this way, and so it's I don't know how to. It's like hunting. It's like bird watching. Like you want,
just get a feel.
Like you want. Yeah, you're like, okay. I think that I bet Travis is getting this one on this one. And like
crazy.
It's like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna get the goal line shot this time. Like it's you just constantly just trying to find different and cool ways to try and capture it.
Yeah.
Louise just said that Bucky shared Travis's reaction to your photo.
Oh,
no way!
Let's go! I gotta watch that later.
I can't wait for that. Yeah, that picture's going crazy.
It's so cool.
That is amazing.
It was. Yeah, it's fun.
How many prints do you think you're gonna order by the end of the season?
Oh my gosh, that was so funny because I thought normally I try and like save it.
Yeah.
Because then I'm just like, every picture I like, I'll be buying and trying to hang up. But the Baylor one, I was like, dude, that's a historic Colorado game. Like that was a historic finish. So literally the print of that play arrived Friday. Mm-hmm. And then I get that one on Saturday. I'm like, all right, guess we got to get this for the bar.
Yeah.
So we'll probably be getting a print of that.
Let's go.
No, that was so wild. It's just so fun.
Link to photo. Go to Travis's IG story.
Yeah.
It's
post.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah. So go to Travis's post from yesterday on Instagram, and then it's the video of him running to the end zone. It's like the TV commentary over, and then if you slide over, that is RG's picture.
Louise just said she tweeted it at us. I'll try and get it.
Sweet. Also, just Instagram, my Instagram, Ryan DNVR. You'll see it there.
Yes, definitely. You've shot, as you mentioned, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
You get to shoot photos and videos of just some of the best athletes to come through Denver.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What's it like you get to watch Travis and Shedeur on the field level every week.
It's so satisfying because there is nothing I hate more than going to a game and shooting stuff and like nothing happens.
Right.
Which is why I love shooting basketball, especially the Nuggets, because there's so many highlights. Everyone's like, oh, why do you watch basketball? They score 100 points. I'm like, yeah, but that means there was like 20 dunks, right? Like some insane three-pointers, an awesome block. Like there's so many highlights in basketball.
Yep.
And especially when Nikola Jokic is playing and he's alley-ooping at Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray's splashing threes in LeBron's face. Like those are so fun to shoot. And it's the same with the Buffs because it's like, okay, they could just, drive down the field, a couple of 5-yard runs and a 10-yard slant and all that stuff. But I know Shedeur's going to load it up. Mm-hmm. And Travis is going to jump over two guys, right? Or the interception last night where it's just like a play that 0.01% of the human, beings on earth can make, and he does it.
NFL corners that don't make that play.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe a pass breakup.
Right.
And so it's just so cool. It's like shooting rare animals, right? Like it's like going to the Serengeti and like, whoa, look at this cheetah hunting this gazelle.
Yeah.
Dude. I can't believe I get to shoot this. And so it's like that. It's just like, whoa, all right, let's see what Travis does now. You know, like let's see what kind of play Shedeur throw, like the pass down the sideline we were talking about. Like like when I was shooting it, you can see Shedeur running that way, and then Travis inches the picture running this way, and I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. And then it's just so fun to feel like hunting for the shot. That's what it's just, and knowing you're going to be rewarded with those two.
You told me this before NDSU, I think. You were saying, I kind of know what it feels like to be a defensive back playing against Shedeur Sanders.
Dude.
Explain.
So, especially that game, I don't know how many passes like Travis had, but
right. I think he had like 11 receptions.
Yeah, and like 3 of them were on that drive. Yeah. And so they're coming down the field, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should just like single up on Travis, right? Because I try and follow the ball so I get the action and go, but especially with Travis, if you're following the ball, you sometimes miss the catch, which is exactly what happened because we get down there, and I'm like, okay, but they've been going to Travis Hall the whole drive. What if now they don't?
Yeah.
Right? And now I'm like, okay, crap, now I got to read Shedeur. And Shedeur isn't like, even some of the Broncos quarterbacks like Russell Wilson. I'm like, okay, Russ drops, turns. I'm like, okay, all right, got to turn, right? Like, you know, I'm like, I know where this is. And so, but when Shedeur does it, he drops back, and it's just so fast. Where I'm like, it's not, you know, you try and, again, you get to the spot where you get the shot. And it's just so hard when you have to, like, actually read the quarterback and try and find where it goes. And it's also, again, like, I got the interception where Travis is rolling. I don't, like, have him catching it because I couldn't believe KJ threw to that side.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting him to throw to Travis Hunter's side. Like, why would I want to go this way when Travis Hunter's over there? I wouldn't go that way. And so when I see that, it's just, again, you, like, try and read where the play is going so you get it on camera, and it's just really hard when you have a quarterback that, you know, stares down the safety and then can, you know, turn and fire in half a second. But again, you have to appreciate it for what it is, and it's just great quarterbacking.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Go follow RG on Twitter and on Instagram at Ryan Greene DNVR on Twitter. Right?
Yeah, at Ryan Greene DNVR on Twitter, and then at Ryan DNVR on Instagram.
Hell yeah. All right. We got the Buffs out of the way. We can kind of chill here for a bit. But first, shout out to our friends over at Circle K. They are going to be fueling us on all of our road trips moving forward. We've got 3 left.
Yeah, dude. How is it only 3? But yes.
It was obviously the CSU thing, but we have Lubbock.
Halfway through the season already? What's happening?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Sorry.
We're almost there.
Sorry. Yeah, Lubbock, Kansas City, Phoenix.
Tucson, but yes.
Oh, Tucson, sorry.
Yes. So they're going to be feeling us headed all over, I don't know, the southwest/Midwest
of
the country. But go check out Circle K. They're the GOATs. They got all the snacks you need. And you can sign up for their Inner Circle program, and you get your first 5 fill-ups on gas, 25 cents off per gallon. It's an incredible deal. Download the Circle K app. Again, sign up for Inner Circle for exclusive offers, free Polar Pops, all kinds of stuff. New offers, purchase clubs, and sweepstakes are uploaded weekly. And then also shout out to our friends at Promotico. This bus is incredible.
Can I talk about the bus?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. I had just a phenomenal experience, and I didn't even think about I would be having this. But I cannot tell you how awesome it was to be on the field in Orlando, freaking Florida, after a rainstorm for 5 hours outdoors, sweating my body weight out, and then not having to get into an Uber, and just getting on the air-conditioned bus and stretching out. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable.
Yep.
What a bus. I cannot wait. I'm almost sad it's only 3 trips left, because that thing is going to be. And the tailgate was awesome. People love the bus. The UCF fans wanted pictures with it. All the CU fans that saw it wanted pictures with it. It's a, like you said, marvel, man.
It really is. Come check it out at the next tailgate. We'll be in Boulder. K-State's coming to town.
Giddy up.
Massive game. But shout out Promotico. Visit www.promotico.net or call them at 678-208-3436 or find them on Facebook to learn more. Promotico also does the college game day bus.
Oh.
They do great work.
Yeah.
They're the homies.
They know what they're doing.
They've hooked it up. Okay. We made some content out here. Just a little bit.
Did we ever? We tried.
Yes. Real quick, does Louise have the video? Did you get that?
Yeah, I have it. We just won't have the audio. He just says that it's cold as fuck.
Alyssa said that Travis said it?
Yeah.
Travis said that RG's photo is cold as fuck.
I'm going to have to clip it, post that.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
he's
awesome.
Not wrong.
Okay. Food review time.
Ooh, yeah, dude. You had a good idea.
Thank you.
You
Honestly, I've been dying to do this for years.
Yes.
This is my first real time in Florida.
Okay.
And so when on the way here, I was like, we got to go to Publix. We just have to. I have to try this sub. We should go after this, honestly.
Yes. We've got some time to kill.
Yes. But, do you have the video ready?
Yes.
Okay. So here is the Publix food review.
Normally we try and stick to restaurants. However, our young Jake Schwanitz had an idea, and he wants to try more of a cult food, and I think this kind of counts. Jake, what do you want to try here?
I have heard that I think it's the buffalo chicken tender sub from Publix is, from what I've heard, to die for.
Okay.
We're going to put it to the test.
All right.
Right now.
Let's go do that.
Buffalo chicken tender sub.
Oh, yeah.
Lettuce, tomato, onion, a little bit of pickle. There we go. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah?
I get it. It enter my lunch rotation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into the lunch
Highly suggested.
Okay. Damn, that's after one bite. I went with the classic chicken tender sub. I get why it's a classic. That's really good. Worried that they were just gonna lay chicken tenders down on the sandwich, and I was like, man, that's gonna be like a lot to chew. But they chop it up, and that's the key. They chop it up.
Boom. Fuck yeah. Appreciate you, man. Now I need 100% field goal percentage, 100% extra point percentage, and I need a 45-plus yarder tomorrow.
Easy.
Love it.
Easy.
What's the order?
It's buffalo chicken tenders, I think, or chicken tenders at least.
Yep.
Chipotle mayo,
Yep.
lettuce, cucumber.
Yep.
What's Jack cheese, Swiss Jack cheese, right?
I got both of them, yep.
Perfect. That's all I
See?
need.
Dude, I got you.
Fueling the win.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
Don't tell me I'm not dedicated to the cause.
I'm so happy we got to use that whole clip.
Oh, it was so good, man. I was like, okay, either Jake blessed him or cursed him.
That was crazy.
Overly blessed.
I mean, I nailed the money line too. I was just hot. I don't know what else to say.
You got it, man.
I had it.
Yeah. No, I'm in for another Publix run, dude.
Hell yeah. Scale 1 to 10. Where do we rank Publix?
Oh, in terms of where we've been so far,
yes,
in our Circle K rankings, it's obviously first. It blew whatever we had in wherever we were.
Yeah.
The water. Oh, Lincoln. That's right.
Well,
quite the unforgettable trip
bro,
that was.
I'm not lying. That Publix sub, was maybe 50 to a million times better than anything I ate in Lincoln.
Yes. And again, in terms of just like sandwiches, it's not like even like I put it just a step above like even the lunch. I was like, no, that's a good sandwich. Why doesn't my King Supers do that?
Yeah.
No, that was a fantastic recommendation. Whoever told you to do that.
I mean, again, it's just for years I've just heard about it. I don't know. I can't even remember when I first heard about it. It's been that long.
I went back and just wandered the aisles yesterday. I was like, why is this the greatest grocery store ever?
Oh,
it's
man.
beautiful. It's organized.
Yep.
Like,
Right.
these are the weird little things.
Publix gets it, man.
They do. And I've been told we got to go to the bakery.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the bakery.
Twist my arm.
Yeah.
Sure they got fire donuts.
Okay, bar rankings now, too. We stayed at the Team Hotel. This incredible resort. This thing is it's literally like a Vegas hotel. It's that big. It's got a shit ton of rooms. Golf course.
Hotels.
There's a whole second half of the hotel that is restaurants, meeting rooms, ballrooms. It's almost like walking through like MGM or something in Vegas.
Yeah. So yeah, we timing wise kind of screwed us up because we never really got the UCF part of Orlando is literally on the opposite side of Orlando.
Yes,
from us.
yes.
So the whole getting here with the bus and everything, we tried to get to out there, but it just was not logistically possible. But it didn't matter because we had the bars here.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. So it's it's on Universal Road, right? Universal Studios is I think out this window right here.
I think so.
Or, and so, dude, if you have a chance to stay here, do it. This is unbelievable. Or even just to visit. Come here for golf. Come here for the pool.
Yes.
It's wild. Especially after games, we're always so nervous. All right, what restaurant's still open? And
right.
Stuff like that. And so, it doesn't matter because we got to go to the hotel and have, the tacos downstairs. And, bro, the old fashioned I had the Headwaters Lounge.
Headwaters Lounge. Shout out Headwaters Lounge.
They made a mean old fashioned. I'm sure it was because of just the celebration and being done with that game. But it was. I slept very well after that one.
Credit to Headwaters Lounge. and Lincoln sucks and all that, but the bar we went to in Lincoln does actually beat out the Headwaters Lounge.
Not a shock. Kind of a
no.
FBS FCS kind of matchup.
Yes,
there.
pretty much.
No, but that makes sense. But again, nothing against Headwaters Lounge. That's if you're the kind of the just go to a bar and drink person. Yep. That was the best.
I mean, it definitely hit after the win.
Yeah.
And just chilling after the show and stuff. So it was nice.
Yes, sir.
All right. Shout out to Breck Brew for our beer rankings. When we get back on the bus, I think the plan is to have the rankings actually
yes
on a whiteboard or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was again kind of a outlier of a trip with the way it started in the hurricane. But yeah, this is only going to grow. More restaurants, more bars coming your way. So
yes, sir. Okay. We got sleeper picks to get to. And then we can
do another break.
Kind of chill. No, we do not have another break.
Okay, good. Look at us.
Are you ready for sleeper picks? Okay, so once again, this is Sleeper Sunday. A lot more chill show than even some of our chill shows, I guess, because we're kind of just going to shoot the shit here in a second. But download the Sleeper app. Again, sign up promo code BUFFS. Get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Are the picks up on the screen? Can you tell me? Oh, okay, so there's the video. Just look at that. You can scroll through pass yards, rush yards, receiving yards, anytime touchdowns, all kinds of stuff. Picking more or less, building a big multiplier. Let's get to the picks. Are we up? Okay. I took Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown because this guy he's 4 games into his Eagles career. This happens every now and then, but it's like when a player goes to a new team and then it almost looks like they've played there for 5 years already.
Born again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you're used to seeing him in the uniform. He just fits the team and the vibe and stuff.
Yeah.
He is a monster. He had a 33-point game for me in fantasy last week.
Oh, now it's making sense.
Saquon anytime touchdown. He is just the engine for the Eagles. And then I also took Bo Nix rushing yards.
Smart.
The run he had last week against Tampa, where he
Some
ducked.
of them. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
I mean, the guy's an athlete.
He's fun to watch.
And then I took Breece Hall over receiving yards because, look, I know my team. Alex Singleton goes down.
Yeah.
We cannot cover backs and tight ends ever. So Breece Hall is going to have more receiving yards. I think it's 27.
Oh, I'm nervous about this game.
The multiplier for me is something like 5.6, I think.
Look at you.
Let's see. Look, I'm going to try and do it, but I don't really know the thought process between Neely and RK's picks here, but I'm going to try. RK took Bo Nix more than 188 passing yards. Thoughts on Bo Nix early?
Oh, man. So the first 2 games were rough.
Yeah.
But I never saw him broken. Mm-hmm. I saw him frustrated, which is kind of what I saw in camp. He wasn't, when he was dropping back, it wasn't that he knew what he was looking at. It was just processing so fast that he was a little skittish sometimes, and it was just a bad thing. But it's going to slow down for him. And again, if he's a good Sean Payton quarterback, that's all they need.
Definitely. RK also took Breece Hall more than 0.5 touchdowns. Wow, he got a crazy. Breece Hall more than 0.5 touchdowns is 2.23 multiplier.
Dang.
A lot of these are 1.7 or so. So he found some juice there. And then Will Lutz, more than 6.5 kicking points. Yeah, Will Lutz is a monster.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jets defense will probably stuff him a little bit.
So for Neely, he's headed back to Atlanta right now. So he had to pick an Atlanta Falcon. He took Kyle Pitts more receiving yards, 35.5.
Okay.
C.J. Stroud over 268.5 passing yards. I think the Texans lost last week.
Yes, they got smoked by the Vikings.
That's right. So bounce back performance for the Texans. And then Brock Bowers, who's just been an absolute monster. The Raiders are taking on the Browns. He's got Brock Bowers more than 40.5 receiving yards. You can find all those lines and many, many more over at Sleeper. We will be tracking the standings for these picks too, see who knows ball the best.
It's not Neely.
All right. What's up? What's on your mind?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home. This was I said it last night. fucking proud of us, honestly.
Dude,
we dug in.
Wild.
Our resiliency is unmatched. Maybe only matched by the Colorado Buffaloes.
Yes.
But it's time. It's time to go home.
Okay.
This is the perfect timing for a bye week also.
It feels so necessary. And I think it's because the Baylor game was such an emotional, long game where it was just like, in this one, I was like, all right, what a perfect time. And then it's 3 games and another bye?
Yeah.
That's that's a pretty good, favorable schedule there.
I think our next bye, I'm going to double check. Yeah, it is. So it's the first weekend in November. So we're on bye first weekend in October, first weekend in November. Yeah. And then the schedule just works out so well because we alternate home and away the rest of the way.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of you're going to get into a nice flow, and obviously some big games ahead. I mean, this 3-game stretch coming up, it's K-State, Arizona, and then Cincinnati.
You want a bold prediction right here, my guy?
Oh, hit me.
The Buffs will be bowl eligible by the next bye week.
Let's go.
There you go.
Just wrap it up.
Just wrap it up, dude. Right after Cincinnati.
Love it.
Then you're focused on Big 12 championship.
I can't wait. We might have a 4th Great American Stampede.
Hey,
stop
now that's
if
right.
We make the Big 12 title game, but
we could have.
Well, we could have many more.
We could have Big 12 and bowl game.
Yeah.
Make it happen, CU.
The Broncos are taking on the Jets.
Boy, I'm nervous about that.
Aaron Rodgers.
I hate it so much, Jake. Can we talk about the week in West Virginia?
Yeah. Oh, please, yes.
I don't like it. I think it was a bad idea.
It really was a bad idea.
I feel like it's going to be like a 20-point blowout today because I don't know. I understand the thinking behind it. And so if the viewers don't know, the Broncos played in Tampa, and instead of flying back to Denver, they flew to West Virginia, so they stayed on the East Coast because they're playing the Jets this week.
Right.
And they practiced in West Virginia, but I don't know. I was seeing some of Zach Stevens' videos and like all the rain and stuff, and I tell you what, when it comes to like road trips, which it's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was for those players. They had to pack for that stuff. They were away from their families. I just don't know how fresh they're going to be at the literal last day of that road trip.
Right.
And so I'm just a little nervous. It seems like the Jets were kind of rolling after the last game. I don't know how to feel, dude.
I think, pretty similarly. The Jets are going to whoop the Broncos. Also, just like weird, like obviously the hurricane, like this was probably all scheduled out before. But, like, they weren't in the path of the hurricane, but they got a lot of the, like, residual, storm from it by being in West Virginia.
Uh-huh. And it's not like, they stayed at a hotel resort. So it's not like they had indoor practice facilities.
Right.
They had to practice on the grass field that is used for, like, high school soccer games and stuff. Like, I understand the logic. I just wouldn't do it.
Right. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I mean, the way they kind of just went on the road last week to Tampa and just beat the hell out of them, like.
If you want to beat the Jets Broncos, please make my day. That would be great.
Okay, can we daydream real quick?
Oh, here we go.
What if the Broncos do beat the Bucks and the Jets in back-to-back weeks, and we're 2-2?
Well, then the Bucks and the Jets aren't that good. No, that would be pretty great, though. But again, like. What in the past 8 years says have hope in the Broncos?
I don't know, man. I have hope in them.
Oh gosh,
maybe not
Jake,
to like.
You're so young.
Maybe not to like win the division this year, but like, come on. Last year they won 8 games.
I know, but it was such an empty 8-game win season because we knew Sean hated Russ. We knew Russ wasn't going to be back, and it was like they played 2 games with Stidham, right?
Yeah.
So it was over early. It was just like, I don't know, it just like felt like a hollow season. Even when they were like playing, weren't they 7-6 and playing the Chiefs or something?
I mean, they went on a 4 or 5 game win streak.
And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't enjoy it. I wanted to.
Right.
But there's nothing about being a Broncos fan in the past, since 2015 where I was like, oh yeah, no, they're going to do the right thing and get to the playoffs. And boy, was I right.
Would you sacrifice this season for Travis Hunter?
Oh, 1,000%. Because this is a rebuilding year, dude. Mm-hmm. So, like, I look, I'm one of those where I'm like, you can only say the position on the team is talented until they, like, or when they're producing.
Right.
And I love Cortland Sutton. I think he's a great receiver. If he's your number one, I don't know if it's a great receiver.
Yeah, we need help.
And so again, just they thought they had it with Jerry Jeudy where he would get all the attention on him, and then you can just throw the jump ball to Cortland Sutton.
Right.
I think they need a new just receiver. And then again, like
we need multiple.
Okay, so you draft him as like a receiver, you want him to play, but like, okay, on third down, in nickel scenario, right?
Yeah.
Or if you need, they got 4 wide out there. You have Travis Hunter that you can just throw out there for a play. It's
I need
like
it.
it's seriously, he's gonna make the teams rethink, like this draft because of what he can do.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, maybe Charles Woodson, maybe Champ Bailey. I mean, people say they played both ways, but it's like, it's not this.
Mm-hmm.
It was never this.
So I did an AMA during the rain delay yesterday.
Of course, we had quite the amount of time.
I had time.
Shout out to the game starting at 4:20.
Yes. Very Colorado of
That's
them.
when you should have bet on Colorado.
But someone asked me in that AMA, they're like, now that you've done the bus, what's like the next big thing for DNVR? And I was like, damn.
Ooh.
Great question. I was thinking about it. And my mind was just, I couldn't get past. I was like, I'm just very excited for the NFL draft and what we could potentially.
Ooh, yeah, dude. Especially
do.
with Shedeur and
Yes,
Travis.
Exactly.
Well, Super Bowl week's going to be lit then.
Yeah.
But Travis doesn't go to the Super Bowl, does he? Maybe he will this year.
I mean, if he's got a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, he may have to.
Yeah.
To have some Old Spice, thing he has to go do.
Yeah, for sure.
No, the NFL draft would be wild.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
we'll
I
see.
don't know. Maybe, yeah. We'll see if Promoter Code keeps the stickers on.
It's probably not going to happen. We're probably not going to get Travis, but I don't know, man. I don't know how I can't root for him wherever he goes.
Oh, I'm at least going to watch, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Absolutely.
He's a dog.
He's so fun.
We do have a couple super chats too.
Cool.
I was going to ask you. Let's do them real quick here.
Cool. JP's Revenge says, want to apologize to Unk after the Nebraska loss. He got a lot of flack, and fans
Yes, he did.
just were not wanting to listen. He deserves his I told you so moment.
He got it last night, and shout out to Unk for that, because I get it. Look, it's hard to keep perspective in during the season a lot of times, but especially after just a brutal loss like that to a hated rival. Everyone's just mad and upset, maybe not even thinking rationally at all at that point. But Unk, with his position and where he is, it does kind of make those games tough, but he came in very level-headed in that game.
Yeah.
And really talked about the perspective of, look, all the goals are in front of you. This one does sting. It does suck. There are things to fix, but the team is good. They're going to get a lot better here moving forward, and this is just a speed bump.
Yep.
Shout out, Unk.
Another one from East Coast Kev says, just look on Paul Feinbald's face this morning was more satisfying than the win yesterday. His hairline moved another inch back today. No wonder him and Stephen A. are friends.
Let's go. Get him. Thank you, East Coast Kev. Is that it?
Yeah, I saw another comment. ICH Inc. He said, will Travis sign a print for you when you take these photos? We should ask him.
Oh, he better. Oh, that'd be so cool.
That would be
Travis,
really
come
cool.
to the bar. We'll get a print and you can come sign it.
Hell yeah.
It'll stay up in the bar forever.
Someone asked about Jordan Seaton, I saw earlier in the show, and they were saying he's getting a lot of praise. I need to go back and rewatch it, but I can tell you one thing's for sure. The left side of the offensive line for the Buffs this year has been much better than the right.
Yeah. And again, we should praise the offensive line.
Yes.
It was good yesterday. It wasn't. I
With
wasn't
two
concerned.
backups.
With two backups. That's where I was like, uh-oh, this could be bad. But no, again, it was like the whole team was like, oh, yeah, they did really well.
Yeah, they really did. Team win. Total team win. Big Ike asked how many Buffs will be drafted. Look, we're obviously, I don't think we're going to be like Michigan setting records with 14 or whatever the hell it was last year. But
it keeps increasing with the wins. I think so.
Yes.
Like what Prime was talking about, I think people are going to start looking at Shane Cokes now, right?
Yes.
Like that type of thing.
Yes.
Like I think Tyler Brown is now, everyone's like, oh, maybe undrafted, maybe late round,
Yeah.
but it winning attracts eyes.
Yes, it does.
Last year it did not. A lot of people were out early, but like this is one, they're getting them back. And so,
Yeah.
again, it increases with every win.
If I had to put a number on it, slightly conservative, I'd say for right now, but I'd say like 6 or 7.
Yeah, I was going to go 5, but yeah, that's
I mean,
about right.
let's talk to her real quick. Travis Shedeur, I think that Cam will be drafted.
Cam gets a look, yeah.
I think Preston might be drafted.
Ooh, yeah.
He had a great interception yesterday. He's been balling recently.
Is Levanta?
Levanta and Nakai are two others.
Okay.
They are Levanta's in like his 5th or 6th year, I think.
Okay.
And then Nakai is a grad transfer.
Mm-hmm.
So both linebackers could be drafted. I mean, shoot, man, Chidozie is very impactful in the middle there. As you mentioned, Shane Cokes, like Shiloh, of course. Jimmy Horn Jr. is going to get drafted. He's fast as hell. Yeah, that's
right. Jimmy Horn's definitely going to get a special teams.
LeJontay is going to get drafted, bro.
It could be a lot of people, man.
It could be Shiloh. It could be more than 10, actually. Someone said BJ. Luis says BJ.
Oh, yeah. BJ's got just a motor, man.
Yeah, he is an animal. He did have that. He gave him a first down on the 4th down, but he is relentless.
Yes. And he's usually the one where I'm like, ooh, that was a hard hit. Oh, it was BJ, of course.
Yep. Someone said Oklahoma State fell out. Did the poll come out?
Ooh. Let's see how good we were.
Hold on. Let's see if we can. I don't think it did. No, it has not.
Lies.
Damn. But they did lose, obviously, so they will probably fall out. All right. Anything else you want to hit, and then we can get out of here?
No, man. I want to hit the bar.
Travis's cleats yesterday are sick. I'm just seeing your tweet now.
Dude, I know. Like, to hit the Heisman and those things.
Uh-huh.
And he's had custom cleats the whole year.
Yeah.
I don't know what and I've seen the logo before, but it's like the eyes on the heart.
Yeah.
That he had on last week and the week before. Torrey Horton has the same cleats, or at least the same design, so it's making me, obviously I'm old and washed and don't know what it is, but he's just got, one, gorgeous color, I thought. Not a lot of people can pull off the non-metallic gold shoes, but he did. And then the boulder and the flat irons, it was just, he was, look good, play good, and they're going to pay good.
They are going to pay good. All right, I'm just scrolling through Twitter. Oh, this is going to be a great day today. This is going to be a great day today.
Oh, you got so much time before the flight that you can just imbibe.
I'm going to soak it all up. I hope everyone else out there does the same.
We've been on for an hour? Holy cow.
About that.
Dang.
I think we are 50, yep. So, chat, thank you all for hanging in there with us. Obviously, pregame was a little rocky with the internet. But thank y'all for watching, first off. But thank y'all for just being chill and getting it. We appreciate y'all.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun to be here.
And then, enjoy this win, guys. Enjoy watching this team. We will be back. It is a bye week, so we're going to be live. Today is Sunday. We'll be live tomorrow. What's up? Oh, okay. So we will be live at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Our time is going to get moved a little bit. We got Avs and Nuggets season starting up. So, it's about to be popping at DNVR. Come hang out at the bar with us because we're going to have games on almost every night here in a few weeks.
Oh, it's so fun to be there in the fall.
Last second super chat from East Coast Kev says those edges have to get drafted. Twitter was on fire last night.
Yeah, it was. Oh, man. Okay. Chat, we love you. We'll see you tomorrow. We hope you have a rest of your day. Enjoy your Sunday. Let's go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the mayor.